Tēnā koutou, nau mai, haere mai ki tōku reo, ko Raimona ahau.
Ko raukura ahau, tēnā koutou katoa.
This is TŌKU Reo, your Māori language course based on Te Whanaka resources created by Professor John Moorfield.
Yes, now last week we began a review where we looked back at lessons from the beginning of TŌKU Reo.
That's right, we covered greetings, special terms of address, how, who and where. It's kind of like our 1 week intensive training course.
Yes, now this week we carry on in that vein before starting new material.
That's us, whānau. Haere ki te mai.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei!
Who's your nana? Or hey, what's your sister's name? These are examples of some important questions we learnt yesterday. Let's refresh your memory. Hopefully these do look familiar. We haven't quite learned all of the kinship terms yet, so just concentrate on these ones for now. Take a look. Ko wai tō māma. Who is your mother? Ko wai tō kuia. Who is your grandmother? Ko wai tō tuakana. Who is your older brother? Ko wai tō taina. Who is your younger sister? Ko wai tō koroua. Who is your grandfather? Now, how do we answer this question? Do you remember this? Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko Raimona taku ingoa. Notice in this example, the name of the person replaces wai, because this is the question word. And the tō, your, is changed to taku, meaning my. Same deal with this week's grammar point. Check this out. Ko wai tō māma. Ko hene taku māma. Ko wai tō kuia. Ko hariata taku kuia. Ko wai tō tuakana. Ko hoani taku tuakana. Ko wai tō taina. Ko pania taku taina. Ko wai tō koroua. Ko arapeta taku koroua. Okay, let's see some of these examples put into action. Watch this and listen out for the familiar terms.
What's your name? Kia ora.
I hope you've got room for pudding.
Yum.
Alright, yum.
So, Raimona, you were saying you were part Ngāti Whakauē?
Yeah, on my nan's side.
Oh, koe tō kuia.
Ko Hariata. She's my nan on my dad's side.
Hey, Mahina, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I've got one older sister.
Oh, true. Ko wai tō tuakana.
Wouldn't you like to know? Hey, Raimona, you said your nan's name was Hariata, eh?
Ai, ko Hariata taku kuia. She's living with my sister now.
Choice. Yeah, Mahina, you didn't even tell us. Ko wai tō tuakana? Ko hera taku tuakana. She's over in Oz now.
True. Everyone's moving over there now, eh?
Yeah. My older sister's over there too. Ko wai tō tuakana? Ko makarita taku tuakana. E rai, kai te pēhea tō tuakana?
Kei te pai e hoa. He was gonna come to dinner, but he must have got caught up.
Ko wai tō tuakana e hoa?
Oh, ko tipene taku tuakana.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei!
Last night we kicked off our show with an extension of ko wai tō ingoa. These were sentences such as who is your child or who is your father. Let's take a look. Who is your friend? Ko wai tō hoa. Who is your mother? Ko wai tō māma. Who is your grandfather? Ko wai tō koraua. Who is your child? Ko wai tō tamaiti. Who is your father? Ko wai tō pāpā. Keep in mind that all of the examples we just saw focus on tō, which is the Māori word for your. But what happens if we want to change this to its plural form? For instance, who are your grandparents? Well, we simply drop the T from the word tō. Easy, eh? Let's take a look at some examples. Who are your friends? Ko wai ōhua. Who are your elders? Ko wai ōkau mātua. Who are your children? Ko wai ō tamariki. Who are your parents? Ko wai ō mātua. Who are your grandchildren? Ko wai ō mokopuna. So the key word in this language pattern is ō, which is plural for the word your. Before we cross over to our field footage crew, let's take another look at the examples of ō. Who are your friends? Ko wai ōhua. Who are your elders? Ko wai ōkau mātua. Who are your children? Ko wai ō tamariki. Who are your parents? Ko wai ō mātua. Who are your grandchildren? Ko wai ō mokopuna.
You got any tamariki, bro?
Yep, I've got a son.
Really? Koe tō tamaiti?
Ko Pita taku tamaiti. He just started primary school. What about you? Any tamariki?
Kyle, not just yet. I gotta find me a tāne first.
Yeah, that'll be a good start, eh?
My best friend has 2 tamariki, so I got a fair idea of what I'll be in for.
True. Ko ai tō hoa?
Ko ameria taku hoa. Thanks for helping with the dishes, guys.
Nah, it's all good. It's the least we could do for the main feed.
Hey, bro, ko ai o mātua?
Ko Pita taku pāpā, ko Hana taku māma.
Do they come up this way very often?
Nah, but I visit them as much as I can, though. What about you? Ko wai o mātua?
Ko tāmati taku matua, and ko anahira taku whaia.
There are many sentences in Ngāti Pro like that where they cut it short. The difference between kei te aha koe, which Ngāti Pro uses, and other people say kei te pēhea koe, is this, that the thinking behind that is there is an inference that you only need to say this much and the rest is understood. But secondly, Ngāti Pro are a people that cut to the chase. If you are saying something and others can grasp the meaning, you try and brief it to keep the attention of the listeners. And people get easily bored if you're going to say the same old taupara over again, or the same old speech, and they know where you're going to go to, and so forth. People like to be kept fresh and on a journey of surprise, I guess.
Hatipu, kaora, hei! Hatipu, kaora, hei!
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode, as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanake resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU Reo viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia ū!
Hatipu, kaora, hei!
Nau mai hoki mai ki tōku reo. Hope you've been practicing your kupu hau at home, e hoa ma, because today we're going to recap the words that were covered yesterday. And your job is to try and remember what the translations are before I actually give them. So just like always, you'll get to hear how the word is pronounced first, then you'll see it in its written form. Here we go then. Hope you're ready. Whanaunga, a relative. Whanaunga. Iwi, tribe. Iwi. Hapu, sub-tribe. Hapu. Tuakana, older brother of a male or older sister of a female. Tuakana. Teina, younger brother of a male or younger sister of a female.
Whangarei. Kirikiriroa. Hamilton. Kirikiriroa. Tāmaki Makaurau. Auckland. Tāmaki Makaurau. Whanganuiatara. Wellington. Whanganuiatara. Taumarunui.
The last 5 words were Māori place names that don't have English translations. So the main thing we want to concentrate on with the place names is the correct pronunciation. Now whānau will go over the same kupu, but this time you get to see some images relating to those kupu. And I want you to try and guess the word before I say it.
Whanaunga. A relative. Whanaunga. Iwi, tribe. Iwi. Hapu, sub-tribe. Hapu. Tuakana, older brother of a male or older sister of a female. Tuakana. Teina, younger brother of a male or younger sister of a female. Teina. Whangarei. Kirikiriroa. Hamilton. Kirikiriroa. Tāmaki Makaurau. Auckland. Tāmaki Makaurau. Whanganuiatara. Wellington. Whanganuiatara. Taumarunui.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
Kia ora koutou, nau mai hoki mai. Now, in the last episode, we covered 10 new Māori words to add to our vocab. But unlike most of our kupu hou, these didn't have translations because they're place names. So again, we'll focus on the pronunciation and spelling. You'll hear the place name pronounced first, followed by the written form. So, in at number 10, Manukau. Te kauwhata. Kaitaia. Te rapa. Puke kohe. Kai koura. Whakatāne. Ruatoki. Whangamata. Te awamutu. We'll look at these again, but this time we'll add a picture of a map with the location highlighted. This will make them easier to remember. After this, we'll be listening in to another 100% Te Reo Māori conversation. And just like before, there will be a listening exercise. So make sure you pay attention. Manu kau. Te kauwhata. Kai taia. Te rapa. Puke kohe. Kai koura. Whakatāne. Uātoki. Whangamata. Te awamutu.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
It's time to find out what this week's new word is from Te Taura Whiri, the Māori Language Commission. Now, if you've taken the initiative to write a list of all the kupu you learn on our show, make sure you add these ones too. And after the break, we'll get into some exercises based on our grammar points and kupu hou. So whānau, don't go too far.
When our people migrated here from the Pacific, they found the climate did not lend itself too favourably towards the cultivation of tropical fruits like the pineapple and coconut. The banana was once such fruit that failed such endeavours. The word, therefore, also left the Māori tongue. The arrival of Pākehā brought about trade with other Pacific islands and also heralded the return of the banana to these shores. So in lieu of a traditional word for this fruit, we have decided instead to borrow one from our Pacific neighbours. So the new word today for banana is maika, taken from the Hawaiians. Maika, banana, no longer banana.
Katipu, kaora, hei! Katipu, kaora, hei!
To access the podcast, go to www.tokureo.maori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcasts. Click this link to download TŌKU Reo Podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. With video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your Te Reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
Choice one e huama, it's that time again. Time to listen to a fluent conversation in Te Reo Māori using these words. Don't forget, if you're watching with someone at home, make it a challenge and see who can pick out the most words.
Whenua i roto aku mahi e taia tōna ki ngā pito katoa te motu. Hei tauira, tahi o aku haerenga, ka wehe atu konei tāmaki makaurau nei, ka haere mā kirikiri roa, tai no ki te whanganui ātara, haere atu konei te mane, no te wena teira no, tai no ka tai ki te whanganui ātara, i te hoke ngāke, ka hoke ake mā taumaru nui, he tolotoro inga whanaunga i reira, tai no ki whangalei, nā tai rau atu ki whangalei, tai no ka tutu ki te kaupama. I rote e rā haerenga, e tahi tai maka mauri hoke hau aku tamura ki taku taha. He hakāku haere i a rātu, ki ngā kōrero e pāna ki tēnā rohe, mea nui hoki te rā kia hau mō te mōhio ranga o aku tamura ki tō rātu taha Māori. Haka mālama haere kia rātu, ko ai mai nei whanaunga, te iwi o konei, te hapu o konei, ko wai te tuakana, ko wai te teina, e rātu kōrero. He akoranga katoa, i roto i rā haerenga mō ngā tamura.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
All right, so this time you get to check out and compare with us to see how many words you actually heard.
Wenurai, rote aku mahi e tai atu nau ki ngā pito katoa o te motu. Hei tauira, tahi o aku haerenga, ka wehe atu konei tāmaki makaurau nei, ka haere ma kirikiri roa, tai no ki te whanganui ātara, haere atu konei te mane, no te wena teira no, tai no ka tai ki te whanganui ātara i te hoke ngāke, ka hoke ake ma taumaru nui he tolotoro inga whanaunga i leila, tai no ki whangarei, nā tai rau atu ki whangarei, tai no ka tutu ki te kaupama. I rote e rā haerenga, e tahi tai ma ka Māori hoki hau aku tamara ki taku taha. E hakako haere i a rātu, ki ngā kōrero e pāna ki tēnā rohe, mea nui hoki te rā kia hau mō te mōhio ranga o aku tamara ki tō rātu taha Māori. Haka mālama haere kia rātu, ko ai mai nei whanaunga, te iwi o konei, te hapu o konei, ko wai te tuakana, ko wai te teina, e rātu kōrero. He akoranga kotoa, i roto i a rā haerenga mō ngā tamuru.
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Let's move straight into a listening exercise for tonight's revision episode. 100% Te Reo of Māori styles. All you have to do is listen out for the grammar points that we've been covering. Don't worry too much about the rest of the conversation. That will become clearer as your fluency improves. Just focus on what you've learnt tonight, and it's easy as that. All right, here we go. See if you can pick out the terms.
Pātai mai koe kia hau. Koe o kaumātua. Ako kaumātua, he maha o ko kaumātua o te pānau apanui. E maha. Maha. E maha rānau kia te piho paparao ne. Maha rāna kia taupe. Ai, nā. Ki nā koina e tahi o ngā kraua, taupe brown. Ai. Kia kahu pūha. Ai, korongo au i tēnā. Ana kia moana waititi. Koina ngā kaumātua o te whānau apanui. Ai. E whā aku tamariki. E whā ua tamariki. I kotahi te kōtiro, e toru ngā tama. Ai. Rehe o mokopuna. E whitu ako mokopuna. E rua ngā mokopuna tuarua. Ai, ka mautu wehi. Ka mautu wehi.
And now we'll play it again. This time, when one of our responses are used, you'll see the screen flashed. Listen carefully. Pātai mai koe kia hau. Koe o kaumātua. Ako kaumātua, he maha o ko kaumātua o te pānau apanui. E maha. Maha. E maha rānau kia te piho paparao ne. Maha rāna kia taupe. Ai, nā. Ki nā koina e tahi o ngā kraua, taupe brown. Ai. Kia kahu pūha. Ai, korongo au i tēnā. Ana kia moana waititi. Koina ngā kaumātua o te whānau apanui. Ai. E whā aku tamariki. E whā ua tamariki. I kotahi te kōtiro, e toru ngā tama. Ai. Rehe o mokopuna. E whitu ako mokopuna. E rua ngā mokopuna tuarua. Ai. Ka mautu wehi. Ka mautu wehi mō tēnā.
Tēnā nō koutou. Listening to Māori waiata or songs can help you learn the language. Listening carefully to the words of the waiata to understand them and singing them to yourself can help improve your pronunciation, vocabulary and phrases. You may already know a song or two, even the national anthem in Māori. Have a look at the Te Whanake website via the TŌKU website and hear songs that have been composed for learners of Māori. Most of the songs on Te Whanake are composed and sung by the late Hedini Melbourne, famous for his music and revival of the use of traditional Māori musical instruments.
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Wow, we've covered quite a lot so far, eh, bro?
Hey, it's not enough, sis. It's never enough, man.
Don't worry, don't worry. After this week, we're going to move on to some new material. But how about you tell everyone what's coming up this week?
Piece of cake, sis. Whānau, for the rest of the week, we'll look at asking, what's this? What's that? We'll also take a look at some counting and how to say where someone is going.
See you tomorrow.
Kia mau.
Kia ū.
Ki tōku reo.
He mea tautoko.
Toko na te manga.